In math, we use the decomposing strategy to help us subtract numbers. And we learned this as another strategy to help us subtract. We learned that the word decompose means to take apart, so that we can take numbers apart to show their value. And we can do that in addition, and we can do that in subtraction as well. So the kids learned that they can start with their tens. And so if they had 50, take away 40, they can start with their tens, and then they can make an equation for subtraction for their ones, and they have 6, take away 3. So 50 take away 40 is 10, 6 take away 3 is 3, and they put this together for 13, which is their difference. They also subtracted 3-digit numbers, and so they learned that they need to write out all of their equations for each place before they can subtract, because there are many instances where they need to regroup for a 10, or they may need to regroup for 100. So if they have 200, take away 100, that's their first equation. Then their next is 0, take away 30. And then 4, take away 5. They learned that they cannot, in 3rd grade, they cannot take a larger number away from a smaller number, and they will need to regroup. So they always start with their ones, and if they have 4, take away 5, they know they can't take away 5 from 4, so they're going to need to go to their tens to regroup. They'll notice that they have a 0 in the tens. This is confusing for kids, and this is something that we're going, that they need to practice here, that they can't go to the tens, there's a 0, they cannot take from the 30, so they're going to have to go to the hundreds in order to regroup. We call it regrouping. So I'm going to take 100 from the hundreds place, 200 take away 100 is 100. I'll move my 100 into the tens place. I have 100. Now I can subtract my tens. I can take 30 from 100, but I need to regroup for my ones before I do any subtracting. So if I have 4 take away 5, I can't do that, so I know I need to regroup a 10 from my tens place. Even though I have 100, I'm in my tens place, I have to regroup a 10. So 100 take away 10 is 90. I bring a 10 over here, that becomes 14. Now I can subtract. All of the numbers that I'm subtracting are lower than or smaller than the number that's doing the subtraction. So I have 14 take away 5 is 9. Then I have 90 take away 30, which is 60. And I have 100 take away 100, which is 0. 60 and 9 together is 69. So that is the decomposing strategy. It's just a way to take numbers apart to show their value, to subtract.